Hello and welcome to Odds on Ligue Matchday 29. We have a new champion. It's not new anymore. Alain Valnegri, but it's a brilliant champion, we must say. Already at the beginning of April, PSG is much better than all the teams in Ligue 1.
By far. We have some doubt maybe at the middle of December. And at the middle of December, I think PSG won the league because with a difficult schedule, with a game against Olympique de Marseille, against Monaco in Lens, the schedule was difficult. And since that period, PSG lose only one game against Liverpool. And they deserve to win that game. And Luis Enrique is... Since Laurent Blanc, we don't saw a PSG with that powder, and we'll to check now in the champions because they're qualified for the final of Coupe de France, and this season is so brilliant for Luis Enrique.
Indeed, well, we are not going to talk anymore about PSG because the game was postponed since PSG is focused in the Champions League. They should have played in Nantes, but this game is going to be played after the 22nd of April. So don't think this is awkward if we don't talk about PSG anymore. Well, guys, press the like, of course, just subscribe. Let's go on now with the show. And let's start on Friday, Alain. We have Lens Reims. Reims fell into the bottom three after losing at home against Strasbourg. You mentioned before that PSG are going to play the Coupe de France final, and it's going to be against Reims. But before that, they have to focus in the Ligue, and they are visiting the 𝗀𝗲𝗄 with Lens still with some options to play in Europe next season.
Yes, 6 years. Reims don't win against Racing Club de Lens. Lens probably is the team more able to win or lose 1-0 since the beginning of the season. It's a team with the poorest average of both teams to score since the beginning of the season. Is a special game for the manager of Lens, who is still ex-Reims. It's difficult to understand the really identity of Lens, because Lens against Saint-Etienne, it was not a really easy team. Maybe Saint-Etienne deserved to draw the game. In Lille, we saw a really shy team, a team with miss something with the personality. Now the personality miss in Reims too, because it's true Reims is in the French Cup final, but they suffer against a team playing in National 2, like Ken is the fourth division. There have his place for the final. That one is a big event for Stade de Reims, because was decade without see Stade de Reims playing a final. But right now in Ligue 1, the team still have a lot of problem, because except in Coupe de France, Stade de Reims since the beginning of February only a draw and the victory against Olympique de Marseille, and 6 defeat, but 6 defeat without scored goals. The only game they scored goals in the last 9 games in Ligue 1 was against Olympique de Marseille, where they scored 3 goals. And that one in Lens, with that difficulty to score, against that defense, against the team like Lens, who is able to win 1-0, bring me to think and choose Lens winning odds 1.68.
A special game for Will Steele.
Yeah.
This one, Lens manager, former Reims manager. And the next one, Saturday, this is a derby for the second spot and for the Champions League. Monaco, 𝐿 Marseille, the best game we have in this weekend in France. Monaco lost the second spot after losing to Brest at home, very strong at the Ligue, 5 consecutive wins, and 𝐿 is the opposite. They beat Toulouse 3-2 after 3 consecutive defeats. And once upon a time, 𝐿 was very strong away from home. Alain now is 5 away defeats.
Yeah, and 15 points in the last 10 games for the derby is a risk right now. We check the table, and 𝐿 is second, but 𝐿 is only 4 points up to Lyon, and Lyon marked the line with the Europa League. And the race for Champions League will be amazing in Ligue, because from Marseille second with 52 points until Lille in the 7th position with 47 points, only 5 points. Only 5 points with 6 teams for 3 spots for Champions League. And actually, Marseille is one of the team in the poorest form, especially away. Remember, since until beginning of February, Olympique de Marseille was the best away team. And they have problem in Vélodrome and lose a lot of points in Vélodrome. Right now, they're improving Vélodrome, but away, they lose so many points. And they need to change that quickly, because with that point average, Marseille can stay out of the Champions League. And Monaco is good opportunity to go to catch point against Monaco. Improve in the last week is the third team with more points in the last 10 games. But in Brest we felt something back feeling about Monaco. Now at home they have a lot of powder in Ligue 1. In the last 5 games, 5 victory, are really high average of goal score. For that reason, I choose the goal market for that game over 3.25 goals, odds 2.03.
Next game is Toulouse-Lille. Toulouse in the middle of the table is only 1 point in the last 4 games. Lille lost to Lyon, level on points with Nice, and lost the last 3 away games in Ligue 1.
Yes, Toulouse is finishing bad the season. We saw the last 4 games only 1 point. A lot of defensive problem with the concentration. The question is the end of the cycle in the bench about Coach Martinez? Probably, because I saw some mistakes we don't saw since he's in the bench in Toulouse since the last season. And against Lille with a lot of motivation, Lille who must to change a little the negative role, because it's true that they won the derby against Lens, but in the last 4 games, 3 defeats. 1 at home against Borussia Dortmund, in Nantes, in Lyon. The feeling is not the best, because it's probably the worst moment for Lille in the key moment of the season, because it's now the team must to try to go back to the Champions League. Lille do a very good season, a brilliant season, until the game against Borussia Dortmund. Because after the defeat in Borussia Dortmund, the feeling is something is break in this vestiary. And in Lyon, we saw that in the no management of the results, because they score really early in the game. But after that, Lyon was better. Lyon deserved to do that remontada. In spite of that, I think Lille arrived in Toulouse with a lot of motivation. Lille is favorite, and the odds for Lille victory is so interesting. For that one, I choose Lille winning odds 2.15.
Really high odds. Even now I'm seeing in Paris match 2.6 Lille to win. And for Saturday we have a great game, Strasbourg and Nice, very important for the Champions League spots, because we have Strasbourg now fourth and Nice only 2 points behind. Strasbourg, they are fourth, Alain, because they are coming from 5 consecutive wins, from 7 wins and 1 draw in the last games, and the odds to back them are amazing, especially seeing the run of fixtures of Nice. It's only 1 point in the last 4 games.
Yes, we have a team with a really good form like Strasbourg. In the last 10 games, only Paris Saint-Germain do more points. If we check the last 15 games, Strasbourg and Nice are both the team with more points, except the Paris Saint-Germain average of point. Now, the question is, what happened in Nice? Because Nice in the last journey they lose point in field. Who you don't must to lose point, because losing badly, a bad lose against Lyon at home, a bad draw against Auxerre at home. In Monaco, they lose when the team was winning and score first in the game. Losing at home against Nantes, the feeling is really bad. The feeling is really bad, and it's the opposite feeling like Strasbourg. You introduce the last streak of Strasbourg. The last losing in Strasbourg is 2 February. Since that, in Ligue, only victory and 1 draw. And that one, I think Strasbourg is I said you, like the Saints last season, Strasbourg is a young team with a lot of talent. And that type of team are really emotional. And now they are in a really positive wave, because in case of Strasbourg is winning this game, they really take 5 points advantage respect to Nice, and Marseille and Monaco playing between. And in Strasbourg, if they win this game, will be in a direct spot of Champions League, and that one is a good opportunity. It's a dream for Strasbourg fans to go to the Champions League. They're never playing Champions in Strasbourg, and that one, I think Strasbourg is really favorite for this game, and I choose Strasbourg winning odds 2.69.
Games on Sunday, Alain. Saint-Etienne, Brest. Saint-Etienne going to Ligue 2. They really need these 3 points. Now they are 3 points away from Reims after losing to Lens and PSG in the last games, and Brest closer to the European spots and in good form, 10 points out of the last 12.
Yes, and they're winning against Monaco the last weekend with that model of play, that idea, what we saw against Monaco, the Brest about the last season, and the Brest in Champions League. A team really strong without the ball, concede not a lot of occasion, and really dangerous in transition. And we saw some player back at his best level, like Mady Camara, brilliant game against Monaco. We saw Abdallah Sima, the ex-Rangers player, score against again a really important goal. Saint-Etienne at home do the best things since the beginning of the season, but in the last 4 games only 1 point, and really weak without the ball. Saint-Etienne already is the worst defense with Montpellier in Ligue 64 goals received in 28 games. Saint-Etienne against the direct football of Brest, the the strong ability with a free kick Brest have. Brest is really favorite, and for that reason, I think Brest will be win that game. I choose Brest winning odds 2.17.
Let's go to the next game, Angers-Montpellier. Here is really difficult to back any team if you are betting on this one. But Angers are very favorites. Odds are around 2. Why? 5 consecutive defeats without scoring for Angers. Montpellier, even worse, Alain, in Ligue 2. 9 consecutive defeats and only 1 goal score in those games. It's like, this is really a both teams to lose game.
Yes, and check a statistic. In the last 5 games, both teams have 0 points and both teams has 0 goal score. And the question is, some team will be scored in this game. It's difficult to understand what happened in Montpellier now, because Montpellier we know is a really dark season for Montpellier. Now is really difficult to see Montpellier save the category, because 11 points to Reims is so many points, and especially in the last 5 games, 0 points, 0 goal score. The situation is a drama, a sportive drama in Montpellier. Now Angers do a very good season until February, because since February Angers start to have problem. After Angers go out in Coupe de France, Angers in March is terrific, and Angers must to be warning, because maybe 1 month ago everybody said yes, Angers will be saved the category because the collective is strong, and their catch point, especially away, is a very good team, a very good counter-attack skills. But now it's only 1 point up to the play-out spot and 4 points to Saint-Etienne. And now is the key moment in the season. You must to be in the best form now. And for Angers, it's a good opportunity to receive Montpellier, to cut a bad history and a bad record at home, because the last victory of Angers at home was at the middle of January against Auxerre. For that reason, I think Angers is better team in collective analysis, in individual analysis, and Angers will be back to the victory. Angers winning odds 1.98.
All right, Alain, next one is Le Havre, Rennes, 2 teams that want to get away from the hot spots in the table. Le Havre are outside the relegation spots after beating Montpellier and Nantes. Rennes 6 points away from the bottom 3, because we've seen 3 defeats in the last 4 games.
Yes, Rennes have a good impulse when Baye arrived to the bench. Curiously, Rennes have a lot of problem at home since Baye arrived. The best version of Stade Rennais we saw away in Angers. In Montpellier, 7 goal score, 0 received. In Lens, we saw a good version of Rennes. Probably team deserve to catch a point in Bollard. And now traveling in Le Havre is an invitation to cut that bad row for Rennes. Le Havre is in a better moment, because after winning against Nantes at home, they won in Montpellier, 6 points, key point for Le Havre. And now they're only 1 point up to Reims. 2 months ago, I said Le Havre was one of the saddest team in Ligue 1. And they're invert this tendency. And right now, Le Havre arrived in a good moment for the final rush. But Rennes is an important game for Rennes because if Rennes lose point in Le Havre, Rennes will be back in the fighting for the play-out spot. And that one is hard because it's only 6 points up to Reims, but we know you lose a game, you you back to 3 point only advantage from that play-out spot, and that is not the idea. And I think Le Havre have difficulties when they're played at home. Rennes is comfortable since Bay when they're played away. For that reason, I choose Rennes winning odds 2.13.
And the last game is Auxerre Lyon. Lyon playing in the Europa League on Thursday against Man United, but also hunting the fourth spot in Ligue 1 is 6 wins in the last 8 Ligue 1 games. Be careful because it's not easy to travel to Auxerre, middle of the table, save 10 points out of the last 12 and keeping clean sheets after clean sheet.
It's the biggest surprise of Ligue 1, Auxerre, because we saw the Marc and their do in last summer. Is recently promoted from Ligue 2, and the team is doing a brilliant season. 𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗀 confirm his talent. Is a magician in my opinion. Now Lyon. This game arrived in the middle of a key moment for Lyon, because Lyon, a quarter of final against Man United, you can't be motivated and you can't have the focus in Ligue 1 because you have the focus in Europa League. And I think that one is one of the worst rival you can found in the middle of that type of quarter of final. In Europe, because Auxerre is a team player in his way, with his model of play, a really strong defense. In the last 2 games, they're able to win 1-0 against Montpellier and in Rennes, and that one is a very good news, and confirm that 𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗀 is the best moment for 𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗀𝗀 since is in the bench in Auxerre. Last season he promoted. This season he confirmed that the team will be saved the category and deserve to save the category. 8 points up to the play-out spot. Their play without pressure. Lyon will be arrived probably with some sign of the first leg against Man United. For that reason, I choose a surprise for this game. Auxerre Lyon, double chance, 1x, odds 1.83.
All right, well, Alain Valnegri, this is it. Guys, remember that you can post your tips in Oddspedia and win some cash prizes. We have plenty of tipster competitions going on, or create your own one in Rivals. Alain, safe bet?
Toulouse Lille, double chance, x2, 1.45.
And the ACCA?
Strasbourg Nice, double chance, 1x. Monaco OM over 2.25 goals. Toulouse Lille over 1.75 goals. Saint-Etienne Brest, both teams to score for a total 4.555.
Thank you, Alain. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye bye.